G'day guys, today we're going to be doing a Monk Windwalker PvE guide. We'll go through some of the talents, rotations, stats priority, and my special pro tips. Let's get into it. So talents have changed, as you would know, and they're not all about increasing damage. In most cases, the talents and glyphs are chosen based on your playstyle. We'll briefly go through them and I'll provide my personal opinions as we go. So tier 1, the first tier increases your movement or mobility. There really isn't a right or wrong choice here, it's really what you prefer. Celerity is great for backing away from bosses when they're about to do a huge ground smash and then roll back in straight away. Tiger's Lust, my personal favourite for PvP, but it can have its use in a PvE situation, it just depends on the fight. Momentum is another good one, more useful for things like on the go situations or where you're constantly running, such as leveling. Tier 2, the second tier is all about utility. Blizzard has stated their intent on these talents are not to be part of your DPS rotation, so again, a matter of preference. Chi Wave, probably the strongest out of the three. It's great for healing, not very good for damage, but it's a smart heal. That means it targets low HP players as a priority over high HP players. Zen Sphere, not a bad personal healing ability. In some cases it can crit up to 10k and it does pretty dismal damage though. Chi Burst, haven't used this very much. Being a melee class standing around casting abilities isn't ideal, but then again it does depend on the fight. If you have to stand back, it could be good. Tier 3, the third tier here is based on increasing your Chi generation, which can directly improve on your DPS. Power Strikes works by giving you an extra Chi ball every 20 seconds. Currently, Power Strikes provides the most Chi per minute out of all three choices. Ascension doesn't give you any Chi increase per minute, it's a definite no for PvE. Chi Brew is great for burst situations, which can be required for certain fights, but I think it's more of a PvP talent than anything. Tier 4, the fourth tier here is all about our CC choices. Since none of these provide any benefit to your DPS, it really does come down to your personal preference. Tier 5, the fifth tier here is aimed at survivability. Again, it really does depend on the fight. Healing Elixir is more of a general heal choice. Dampen Harm is to reduce large burst damage. Diffuse Magic is a heavy magic damage reduction. Tier 6, the final tier here, is again about increasing your DPS performance. Rushing Jade Wind, it packs a decent punch in AoE fights and it can be great. Invoke Xen, the White Tiger, currently provides the biggest DPS increase out of all the three final choices. Chi Tornado, not the best choice. You tend to use your role defensively or reactively, so using that constantly in your rotation, not a good idea. Using the word rotation is a little misleading as the Monk DPS rotation really does follow a priority system instead. What that means is you'll be using abilities based on their availability or duration left to maximize your damage. This may not necessarily be the best way, but it is definitely proven to be successful so far. At the start of the fight, you'll use your jab for Chi, Rising Sun Kick. This puts a debuff that increases the Monk ability damage. You want this debuff available 100% of the fight. Jab again for more Chi and then do Tiger Palm 3 times. This provides Tiger Power buff. The idea is to keep Rising Sun Kick and the Tiger Power buff and debuffs up 100% of the fight. Outside of maintaining RSK and the Tiger Power, you'll be using Blackout Kick as your main Chi spender, which will place a small dot on your target. Use Fist of Fury after refreshing RSK and keep it on cooldown the entire fight. Make sure to not let your Tiger Power drop while doing so. If you find yourself out of energy and Chi, use Flying Serpent Kick. For AoE situation guys, just spam that Spinning Crane Kick. It's what all the cool kids do. The stats priority for a Windwalker Monk are hit rating to 7.5%, agility, expertise rating to 7.5%, haste, crit, and then mastery. And now for what all of you have been waiting for, yes that's correct, Smash's pro tips. Never max your Chi, always aim to go for 2 or less Chi. This ensures any combo procs are not missed, and it also gives you energy time to recover while doing Chi based moves. As we all know, Chi will decay outside of combat. However, if you are a smart Chico roll like me, you can use Expel Harm to generate Chi outside of combat. You can technically have full Chi at the start of the fight. Dual wielding will provide more damage than a two-hander weapon. However, if your two-hander weapon is a higher eye level than any of your one-handers, go with that instead. Touch of Death, make sure you carefully plan your moves and your chi to ensure you can manage to get this ability off. For 5-man bosses, this is possible. In raids, it tends to be less possible. And Touch of Karma, this is the most underrated ability in the game. Use this move wisely as it will give you a huge boost in damage. Make sure you understand the fight so you can get the most out of this ability. If you have any questions at all, put them in the comments below and I'll answer them. As always, thanks for watching.